Now, if you are currently dissatisfied with your life, then I want you to know that there is only one reason, and we are going to discover what this one reason for your present dissatisfaction is right now. We think that dissatisfaction comes from the society, our environment, the government, but there is a deeper reason for that, and I want to share that with you right now so that you can stop being dissatisfied, so that you can express your goals, manifest your desires, and live more self-empowered and live a more happy life. Now, this is what I prepared for you. So I claim that the reason for dissatisfaction is that you are no longer listening to yourself. You have unlearned to listen to yourself. You ignore your desires. You ignore your intuition. You ignore what your gut is telling you, what you know you actually want in life, right? And it's like, there are like all these layers, like because you're identified with what the society is saying, you're identified with what your parents, what your friendship circle is saying, your partner potentially even, and you have stopped or unlearned to listen to yourself, what you want, right? And my question to you is, why are you no longer listening to your desires? But there are many reasons why this sometimes can happen to us. But with this video, I want to help you to get back to listening to yourself, because your true self knows what is right for you. Your higher self, if we want to call it like that, a deeper portion of you knows, what is relevant for you to express and to experience and to step into, so that that can also show up in your world. So why are you no longer listening to your desires? Maybe it is conditioning, right? Maybe it is society. Maybe it is past disappointments, and you think, I already experienced so much negativity. Well, I think I don't even deserve that. I think I can't even make that happen, right? No clarity, right? You're so much entangled in your thoughts, in your own mind, in your circumstances, that you're not clear, and therefore you can't clearly just shift. Although there is something new that can wait for you, you're labeling your desires as unrealistic, or you're conditioning them. You're no longer believing in yourself. You have no self-awareness, right? Which leads to you being basically imprisoned in your mind. And also, I noticed that no community, right? No environment around you that nurtures shifting into a new state, that nurtures expanding awareness, that nurtures, practicing those teachings and moving forward in this game of life. So this dissatisfaction that you probably to some degree experience right now, because one of the reasons why you watch those videos is, for one reason, maybe because you like the channel, you like listening to my explanations, but maybe there is something in your life right now that you actually are again and again and again dissatisfied over, right? But dissatisfaction can only come from you ignoring the desires from your higher self, right? Because the world is telling you what you want via your triggers. Your triggers, the dissatisfaction is you're only dissatisfied because there is already a desire present for a change. Otherwise, you would not be dissatisfied. Otherwise, you'd be very satisfied with how your life is. But the dissatisfaction only comes because you want things to actually change, but you can't admit it, or you haven't got the awareness of that, right? So how do we stop the dissatisfaction? The first step always is, what do I want now? Not what could I want, or in the past I was always like this and I also didn't got this. No. Ask yourself right now, what do I want? Because that question is going to determine where you're placing your attention at, where you give your focus to, right? Where you place yourself within. So if you put your attention on conditioning the desire and disappointments and no clarity and labeling your desires, well, what is that going to do? It will keep you stuck. It will keep you seemingly contracted, limited, feeling like low. But when you ask yourself, what do I want? What is relevant for me? What is my true desire? Right? And the question that can be helpful here is, hey, it's just a mind game, like a little game for your mind. It's ask yourself this: you would find a genie, and this genie would grant you a wish and would say, hey, whatever you want, you can get it. What is it that you truly want? I make that real for you. I know this sounds unrealistic right now, but the genie actually represents life that waits for you. Life is not just happening coincidentally to you. Life is happening through you. But we've overlooked that. We're not aware of that. It happens through us. So we are the author of our life. But if we don't listen to what we actually want, it will appear to be random. We will, live in other people's, in their expectations that become part of their plan instead of making our own life's plan. So what do you want, right? There's a saying from one of my mentors where he said, either you make your own plan or you become part of someone else's plan. And what do you want, right? And I'm sure you have, there is a plan for each and every one of us. So what's your plan? What's relevant for you? What do you desire? What's the next thing for you? What's that next chapter? I'm sure you already have some awareness of that. Now bring it closer. Like I said earlier, the world is telling you what you want via your triggers. So the world is never against you. Go openly in it. It will tell you where you have room to grow. It will tell you where you are seemingly lacking something right now. So don't take that dissatisfaction and let it overwhelm you and let it keep you small. No, the dissatisfaction, more so have it be a catalyst, right? Make a catalyst out of that dissatisfaction and let that catalyst help you to get clarity on what you actually want, but then understand that, hey, that is why I'm dissatisfied, if I no longer give to myself within what I actually really want. Okay? So your triggers reveal desires. What's the key, right? The key is self-awareness. So you need that self-awareness, that non-critical observation, so that you see where are you dissatisfied? Where is the trigger coming from? What is the desire? What is it that I actually want? And then you need to shift in the state of now being that. Right? Those are the two keys. Self-awareness, to know yourself, to know why are you dissatisfied, what's the desire behind that, what would you genuinely and truly and authentically like to change about your life. And then also, if you notice that, that's one step. That's really good. Then you have the awareness of what you truly want. Then you are starting to listening to yourself again, instead of talking yourself out of what you actually want, right? And then once you know that, then you shift into that state. Then you appropriate that version of you that now lives that. Then you start to bring mental images to your awareness, right? Then you start to imagine something that implies you are that. Then you start to listen imaginatively to a friend, how they have a shocked face and saying like, wow, to you in your imagination because you've achieved your goal. Whatever would imply to you that it is done, right? But that's the key, self-awareness and shifting states. And those are the two main pillars of the Upgrade to Life program and community. So I mean, if you want to get better at self-awareness, right, stabilize your self-awareness, which comes, as many of the members that I interviewed also on this channel said, more self-awareness comes with more peace, more stability, more happiness, more groundedness in yourself, right? Less attachment to thoughts and circumstances if you're more self-aware. And also shifting states. That's the second pillar of my program, is that you master the art of manifesting, master the art of moving from your present state into the desired state and staying there. Right then, click the second link in the description or pinned comments. You will get to a page that explains my program, what it includes, how it works, the successes it has produced. And if that resonates, then you can check it out and you can join us. And I'm sure you will feel not only very welcome, but also you will feel like very empowered. And most people say, I feel like home, like finally I arrived. This is the community, the program that I always wanted to be part of. So you can check it out, right? But that's it already for this video. I don't want to make this longer. This is a very straight to the point video. I claim that, again, you're dissatisfied with your life to more or less, but because you're no longer listening to yourself, right? You've unlearned, either you have unlearned it, right, through your environment. That's why, again, you need a community that nurtures to, again, listen to yourself and step into your true heart's desires. Or, again, it is because you're ignoring it, right? You ignore your desires. So that's it for this video. I'll speak to you in the next one. Bye, guys.